Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Merch University. I want to talk about my new book that I put out just this weekend. And so I'm sure if you're part of the Merch community or Merch University Facebook group or any of the other groups that I'm running, you know that I posted that in there. But if you stay tuned for the end of this video, I'll make sure to give you guys a special coupon that you can get that book for. Get that book cheaper than what it is. So, but I've had a lot of great responses from that book, and so I was making sure. I think yesterday, yeah, actually yesterday on Sunday, I gave away 10 of those books, and so a lot of people, have really liked it so far and really just enjoyed it, and so and actually gave it away to some people at first when I was getting it ready, and I was talking to them about it, and and the whole reason behind that is that not on, I don't know about you, but before I was doing merch, and I still do it. I sell on eBay and hey, what's up, Ryan? What's up, the analyst? I sell on eBay. I sell some stuff on Amazon. I sell some stuff on Poshmark. I mean, I still do that. I mean, even today, I sold a DVD. Like I found brand new for $2. I sold it for 30 $40. So I mean, I still do that, and so I that's still like a side business too that I do. That I've always done. But anyways, every time I go to thrift stores, I'm always looking for books and always scanning books, and I'm like, I wish I could just find a book that related to merch or related to print on demand. And I wish it just had, even when I started, I wish I could find that book. And even now, I still look for those types of books that maybe even having to do with the print on demand industry. And even if it was just a simple picture book of somebody's designs that they made, and maybe they made money off of it, and it was some kind of success story. That would be a cool book to own, and I would buy that book, whether it was in a thrift store or whether it was in Barnes and Noble or Walmart or Target. And so and how much would I pay for that book? And so that was the whole reason behind making it, and I wanted to make it really simple. And it's not really a guidebook of like how to do merch by Amazon and how to do print on demand. It's more of it's more of like, okay, this guy sold actually it's more of like, if you go on Amazon.com right now and you type in how to learn eBay or how to learn FBA or how to learn any of these things, there's always like you can always find these books about a hundred ways or 100 things I sold on eBay, or 100 things, and then you buy the book and then it shows you pretty much what they bought, and it says, look for these items, or or it just kind of gives their success story. And so that was kind of like the whole reason behind the book idea. And so what I did was I went through my sales, and I picked out 110 designs. And I didn't just pick out the ones that sold a whole bunch. I show you ones on there that sold one, two, three, four, five, seven, eight, and I think the last two I put on there were and there's a few of them where I put they're over 30 sales, and I think the last two on there for sure is one has 40 sales, and one has 60 sales. And I was just doing it kind of like some of them were year to date, and some of them were like ones that I just posted this month, and they already have sales and stuff. So it was stuff that I kind of old stuff, but really it was a bunch of new stuff because I was just trying to get them like all kinds of different ways, and just trying to show people if they the crowd I was trying to reach is like maybe beginners of print on demand, and maybe people who have never even heard of print on demand. When they see this book, maybe they'll say, "Oh man, this guy is making." And I chose like the simplest designs. I didn't pick the ones that had a lot of graphics and detail. I mean, I think there's like one or two of those, but I try to pick the ones that were really simple, where people see it and they go, man, if this guy can sell this many shirts, make with this design, if this design can make him 60 sales, then heck, I should be doing this, or making them want to get involved in print on demand. And that's that even for the beginner, like I've always said, the whole reason behind Merch University, I'm on the 6,000 tier, but I didn't start that on the when I got on the 1,000 tier or the 2,000 tier or 4,000 or 6,000 tier. I started Merch University when I was barely at the 100 tier. I barely started it there, and the whole reason behind it is because there's no information out here, and it's more of like, let me share my journey of merch by Amazon with people. So I always have the tendency to help people, and not just with selling online, but just in general in life and stuff. I'm more of a teacher type of person. So, I don't mind teaching somebody how to do something if it makes their life easier, or especially me finding out how to make money online. Um, when I first started out through Amazon and eBay and FBA, of course, and now merch and stuff. And so finding a way to make money, and it's cool. It's cool to have money every month now. That is coming in, and it's fun. I enjoy merch. I've started. Like I said in that book, I started in, I think it was May of 2016. That's kind of like April, May of 2016 was when I really got started there, and it was fun. It's enjoyable, and I've been doing it ever since then. And then especially with the Facebook group, it's grown so much. I think it's like 7,000 members and stuff. And I'm on merch every day. I'm either checking what's sold, or I'm looking for new ideas to upload. But I'm also finding ways to to help people and stuff. And so that's kind of like the whole reason behind this book. And so I hope over time people will get it, and look at it, and just be kind of interested in saying, okay, instead of people coming in and saying, all right, I'm going to copy every design that Joe made. It's going to be like, oh, okay, these designs are so simple. I can make these. I can draw inspiration from this book to make my own designs, make my own things. I mean, but even if you follow some of those the niches that I have in there, I believe you'll have success. If that's what you get it for. But if you just want to see some designs to go, okay, I only have, maybe you're on the 10 tier, and you're like, I can't sell a shirt. It's been 2 months I haven't sold a shirt. Maybe you get this book and you're like, oh, okay, this is all that you have to do, and I can definitely make this shirt. I can make this shirt on my phone. I can make it on the Vintage Design app. I can make it on the Over app. I can make it on Make Merch, or even Canva. You can make these shirts really really simple and stuff. And so that's how I want to pick it up. Maybe you're on the 25 tier, or the even the 100 or the 500. And you're not making sales. I mean, there are times when I was on the 2,000 tier, and there were sometimes where I wasn't making any. I was making sales, but I wasn't making a lot of sales, and I always wanted to know what other people are selling. And then finally, some people would come out with this guide. Like for instance, like RJ, he started coming out with his own guides and stuff. And I'd be quick to buy it up and see what he's selling. I would I've probably spent a couple of $1,000s on other people's research to for designs and stuff. And even Michael Lessony, I'm good friends with him. And so he used to always say, when he first started the Merch Momentum Guide, I'd be say, hey, send me that proof. Not proof. Let me proof your book that you're going to send out and stuff. And so till this day, I get all of his strategy guides, and I look over them and stuff. And but it just his research is cool to know, because every time I talk to him and I say, hey, what do you think about this niche and this idea and this strategy, and he's like, I promise you, pretty much every time that I discuss strategy and niches with him, Um, every time I talk to him about that, it's like we are on the same wavelength. It's crazy. All right, let me see here. I missed a thing here. Um, Chat. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get back to the chat. Let me see if I can find it here. See, when did it turn around for you in terms of knowing you were going to be successful? What level and what sparked it? Um, I guess when I remember one time I had a my I think it was the here's what I've come to realize is that once you're on merch for a year, um, the same here's what I'll say. The same evergreen stuff that sells, it sells year after year. That's what I've come to know. And that's something big for you to know. Um, make those graduation shirts, make them 4th of July, and make all the holiday shirts, make, baseball shirts and football shirts and, vacation shirts. I mean, those shirts those shirts always sell, okay? And then I understand that, and then as you go along, there's going to be like trending things that are happening like yearly. So what was trending last year is not going to be trending this year usually. I mean, for I always use this as an example, but is the eclipse. Everybody goes, "Oh man, we knew about the eclipse, but we didn't make shirts about it." So I mean, that could be a possible thing. One trending thing that's trending right now is that Area 51 thing that's going on right now, and so I believe people can make a lot of money from that. If people go, oh, somebody told me yesterday, like, you can't make money from that because there's already only 3,000 designs up about it. I'm like, yeah, maybe they're just saying Area 51 or whatever, but why don't you like combine niches? Why don't you talk about aliens and not only about that event, but think about it as in just the niche alone, aliens. People are going to be searching about aliens already because of that Area 51. If you've seen it on Facebook and the news, just start making shirts about aliens. Shirts are going to probably already start being popular because of that. I haven't looked it up and seen what has sold already, but just the whole alien niche, I think, is crazy right now, especially with all the shows and stuff that's on it. Um, I made some, would love some advice on them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you sold an Area 51 shirt. There you go. See, they're already selling and stuff, and so I remember Jacob Topping. He told me about the solar eclipse probably like 4 months before it was, and you know what? I only ended up making like one or two shirts, and they didn't really sell. But if I would have really dove deep into that niche, I would have believed I would have been, I could have had a chance of selling more shirts and making more money. You always have that mother daughter duo that everybody talks about, where they made $40,000 in 1 week on merch just because of the eclipse thing. And my friend Rake and Prophet was telling me that he knew the guy who was sold the glasses on FBA, who made over $1 million just because of that event, because he was selling the glasses. So like all across the platforms, people are making money because of these events and stuff. So I would say make sure you have a base. Your base ground, your ground is like evergreen. And what is evergreen? Things that are selling year after year after year, they're going to keep selling. Shirts that I've had, shirts that like Cinco de Mayo shirts, I've had them sell every year. Just the shirt, maybe it got sold the first year, and it keeps on selling every year. Even I have a Christmas shirt that's sold in like 2016. And actually, that's in that book, and it keeps selling and selling and over and over again. So every year it sells. So it's all about having this base of designs, and then making sure you're watching out. Okay, so another big one, of course, it's flooded, but you can still get in it. Is the 2020 election. That is huge. That is huge this year. And so if you're not making shirts for that, hey, I think you're going to be missing out. I mean, it's going to give you some sales. I don't know how much. You could have a viral shirt. Who knows? Those are the things that every year that you kind of have to pay attention to, and especially with merch right now, where you can make a shirt and it's going to last the whole year. It's worth it to start making shirts way ahead of time and stuff. And so, it's just and like I said, my number one thing that I've always said is, and actually my number one thing about selling shirts is get there first. So I don't know how many 2020 year of 2020 shirts I have already made, just because some of my top hitters, my top sellers this year are shirts that I made in August of 2018. But they said 2000, they were the shirts about 2019, but they started selling in like September of 2018, but they had to do it in events, not events, but just things that were people were doing for 2019. So I would say that that's like the number one thing. If you can get there first, if you would have saw that alien Area 51 thing right off the bat, it's almost like you got to be on top of the news. You got to be looking at the news. You got to see what's coming on. You got to like pay attention to national news. Um, it's all about it's not just Happy New Year 2020. It's about finding a niche that is, for example, graduation. That's it's not just an ordinary thing. You're talking about graduation, you're talking about high school graduates, or you could focus on high school graduates or college graduates. You can even niche down to actual people's majors for graduation, for college graduation 2020. I mean, you could make New Year's 2020 shirts. You could make just any type of like thing that celebrates 2020. Maybe it's an anniversary. Maybe it's you're turning 2021 in the year 2020, or maybe you are going on a vacation in 2020 to the Bahamas, family vacation 2020, the Bahamas or whatever. You're making these types of shirts. And so if you in that book, the last shirt I shows you that it's sold 60 times already. And it's for 2019, so if I believe, if you see that shirt, you could be going there and start making those 2020 shirts of that niche, because I think it can blow up for you, just as it's blown up for me. What's up, Swag? So there's just all kinds of things to hey, what's up? All right, all right, I'm pretty much done, man, but let's keep going, but yeah, there's just tons of things that you can put out there that is going to help you in the future and stuff. And so that's what this whole book is about. And if you go through there, you will see like, okay, Joe has these base designs pretty much, and you can scale from there. You can get that book, and you can move forward, and you can use it to help push through to what you want to sell, and stuff. And so that's what's cool. That's what's cool about it and stuff. That's the whole reason behind the book. And it's pretty much a picture book. That's what I say, And on the bottom, I tell you how many times that shirt has sold for me and stuff. And so that's what it's all about. I'm not. I don't think you can. I haven't used Area 51. I'm been using Alien. Anytime you put an Alien or UF right now, if you type in Google right now, I promise you, you type in just UFO or Alien, that Area 51 is gonna pop up. You type in Alien, UFO, anything, any accurate, anything related to Alien, those keywords, those shirts are gonna pop up. So that's just an idea. So I already made some shirts that had to do with this, the aliens, and I'm going to continue pushing that out, just because I think there's a lot of potential there for sales, just to see what's going to happen. So, but yeah, let's see here. Could not find that shirt design you mentioned on previous video on your website. It was website yesterday. It's gone. What shirt was that, or what was I talking about? I was trying to figure out. Yeah, I was messing with my website, and I think I accidentally deleted some stuff that was on there. I think it. Were you talking about? Oh, was it about the? Was it about the one I talked about in May, the shirt that I sold? Actually, yeah, yeah, that was it. Actually, I just put that shirt in my um, that shirt. I put it in that guide, and so I decided to take that one off because I thought it'd be better if people got the guide instead of you know, instead of that shirt. So, oh yeah, that's all that what happened. So, I think the guy is way more. I was talking or Jacob when he was. I told Jacob I showed him my book and he's like, "Hey, can I be an affiliate?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah." And when he was writing his thing out, telling people about the book, he was like, "Yeah, you can get all these shirts for less than 25 cents." That Joe's telling you, and I was like. Oh, I never even thought about that. I said I should have charged more then, because, but and I even say it in the book, that as merchers and POD people will. When I first started merch, people would never. I would say, "Hey, can you just show me one shirt?" I mean, I only have like 10 sales here. I'm about to give you guys a coupon. Thanks for you guys for watching. I'm about to give you one here in a second. Um, uh, I would ask people, I was like, "Hey, can you show me one shirt?" They're like, "No, no, no, I'm not going to show you anything, but here's the niche, here's the niche, whatever, football or whatever." And I was like, "That's cool. Thank you for giving me that niche or that sub niche or that micro niche." But I wish, in my own mind, I was like, I wish somebody would just say, "Hey, Joe," or even offer the service to say, "Here's one or two designs, and here, pay me this much, and I'll show you one or two designs, and this is what I'm selling, and this is what it looks like, and and how many times it's sold." I wish there was that book, but there's not, and that's the whole taboo thing. Nobody ever. I've been the whole time the only one pretty much who's ever showed people my designs, and has helped people grow because of that and stuff, and so or even me making people designs, so here's just an opportunity for you just to get it, so I want to give the coupon code for that book, and it's just going to be a 25% off. So, and actually, the coupon code is just going to be shirts, just a lowercase shirts. And if you watch this video all the way, hey, there you go. Shirts, SHIRTS. And I'm going to make that now so you guys can have that, and you can have that book, get that book for you guys. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this video has helped in any way. So, but yeah, let me go set that up for you guys so you guys can get that right away. And it's just on merchuniversity.com. So, go check it out. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later.